SOFI update here on the 21st. So obviously, not a very good downtrend. It's starting to do the bearish move that I've been talking about in previous videos. And yeah, the last video, I was actually going to do a video a few days ago, and I was going to say there was a bullish move that could happen. And now I think that is pretty much out the window. It's still possible, but we've came down so far on this move that it's really going to be hard to do now. And that move was basically an expanded flat up here to 1030, where this would have been wave 1, pullback, basically like that. Because the 1.61 fib, if you do an expanded flat, is right around this gap fill right here. So I was going to say that's a possibility. Maybe it's still a possibility as long as it holds the low here at 715. So if it holds the low and we get good earnings, this is still possible. That's the only bullish move I see, though. I don't see anything else. It would have to be an expanded flat because it's pretty obvious that we are in a downtrend here. Got this move, then we got this move, move down, lower high, and now we're selling off again. So the most likely move is still, this is B wave right here. And we are either going to do a 5-wave move down, or this is going to be an ABC move down. So we're going to see A like that, or we're going to see this right here. The 1.61 fib is sitting right around 618. We'd probably bounce and then probably come down here to 550 or $6. So I know it's hard to believe, and I've been talking about it in the last 5, 6, 7 videos, and I look like an idiot when the stock goes way up here, but I just know that this is probably going to be a lower high, and we're going to come down here because the overall market is probably going to fall. So again, the overall target, if we do go down, is going to end up being potentially 550 would be like my target right here. The 1.61 fib is at 550. That's on the regular chart. On the log chart, it's actually at 615. So we could get something like this as well. And just down here to 615, maybe fill this gap here at 606. So let me close this. Making noise. That's pretty much what I see. There's one bullish move, obviously, and if we zoom in here on the lower time frames, it looks to me like this is probably just finishing a third wave here. So something like this. And it could even be worse than that, actually. This can actually be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the third wave is not even finished. So the third wave would be finished right here. Maybe we get a fourth wave after earnings, and then get a fifth wave down. And this third wave could extend if the market keeps on going down. And again, that bullish move is off the table if it breaks 714. So this is why I was talking about when the stock was way up at $8.90, $9. I said you should be hedging here. You should be buying puts. You should be selling covered calls because there's a very good chance we're going to go down. And you don't have to lose money when the stock goes down. If you're delta neutral, like I talked about in the index videos, you can actually make money. You can go delta negative. I wouldn't suggest that, and you can stay a little bit delta positive just in case the stock goes up. But if the stock goes up, you just take your hedges off. And I guess you have to be able to read the chart too, because let's say we go into earnings, that's highly unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen. So you kind of have to be good at figuring out where the stock's going to go or has a good probability of going. And yeah, so that's pretty much what I see. Let's look at demand and supply zones now. So again, this is also a huge demand zone where we have a gap fill, 2 gap fills right there. There's no other daily one I see in between that. That's another reason why this is highly likely. And then up above, we have a supply zone right up here at 10:30, and there's one up here in like 11. And then there's probably some smaller ones right up here in this move now. We have one right here at 8:23. We have one right here at 7:61 to 7:77. And then also right up here. So these don't really matter that much. The daily ones are the ones that matter the most. This is a big daily one. I think it's a 4-hour one. Let's see. Yeah, see, it's a 4-hour zone. You can see I had this marked right here, and we came right into it and then sold off from it. So pretty much you're looking at a slim possibility of 1030, still possible, especially if we beat earnings. This can still be a B wave up here. Again, that would look like this if we hold the low. But again, the most likely move is down here to this box between $5.50 and $6. The minimum probably like $6.15. So on the weekly moving averages, we have the 200, which we actually just hit. No, that's not right. Where is the 200 at? Get rid of this. I guess the weekly isn't even on here. Okay, the daily 200. Okay, daily 200, we almost hit. So that's going to be very critical to hold too. If we hold that, we have a chance for 1030. If we break below the 200, then I think the scenario probably happens. So this is a very critical moving average to hold, and that's also right above the low where I said this would invalidate the 5-wave move up here to 1030. So anyway, hopefully it holds and we go up to 1030. However, even if it does that, it's still going to come down here. So it's probably better if we just get it out of the way now. And that ends up being a second wave. And then we can go higher. Or it ends up being a B wave and we go higher for a C wave. So that's pretty much it. 3 possibilities. 2 of them bearish. One of them we end at like 615. The other one come down here to 550. Bullish possibility is an expanded flat that takes us up here to 1030 gap fill. So I'll leave it at that. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that we're going to go down to the 6s? Or do you think that we are going to fly on earnings up to the gap fill around 1030? Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe if you're not already. And I will talk to you in the next video.